Trey Lance is not, I'm sure you've heard the narrative. If not, I'll just repeat it. That Trey Lance is not ready, some people believe, to take this team to where it needs to go, to where Jimmy Garoppolo has taken it, to where Jimmy Garoppolo could still take it. But the Niners are going to turn to him, and he's not potentially ready for it. What can you tell me on that front, Fred Warner?
Yeah, I mean, I've spoken about Trey, a lot. And I know this offseason that's kind of been the, like you mentioned, the narrative of everybody asking, oh, is Trey ready? And is Trey going to be the guy? And all these other questions. And I've continued to say, man, just how much I've admired the way Trey has taken on, just all the criticism, all the, I guess you could say, like, the pressure that people are trying to put on him. He's been super professional about it, especially with how young he is, very mature for his age. And so just the things that you see from him in the small things that everybody else outside of the building sees from him. I mean, that should give you a good sense of, like, the maturity for such a young player. And, if given the reins, like, what the way that he would handle it, and so I can continue to sit here and tell you how, how great of a person and player that he is. I've already spoken on that, but, whatever it may be, I know that he is for sure, if given the reins, that he's ready for it. He's very professional and mature and ready for whatever he's given.
Well, again, I don't want you to tell any tales out of school, unless, of course, you want to. But has he not been given the reins? Is it not apparent to everybody there that he is going to be your Week 1 starter in Chicago right now, Fred?
Yeah, I mean, Kyle's the brains of the operation. I let him handle all that kind of stuff. My job as the middle linebacker for our defense is make sure that I'm ready to go. And at the top of my game for this side of the ball, and let them handle out that side. And I know it's a big operation to operate as a team, and and so I'm just making sure I'm doing my part in the puzzle.
And so the little things that you mentioned moments ago, can you give me an example of a little thing that Lance has done and you're like, okay, that's a QB in the NFL that I know of? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, just doing the little things right, working hard, keeping his head down, staying humble, not letting the outside criticism get to him. I haven't seen him mention it one time, and the times I've seen him on, having to approach the media and the way that he goes about that and letting them know that that's not something that he's worried about. He's worried about the opinion of his coaches and teammates, and just doing the little things right. I think that's what ultimately is going to allow him to be successful in this league.
And, just so you're aware, Fred Warner, I've been sitting from this chair from which I'm talking to you right now, that this is his team, that he's ready for it, that he's got an immense upside, and that's why the Niners went and traded for him. And, of course, to trade all those picks, of course, you're going to just have to go with him. And whatever ups and downs there may be, you just hope that there's more ups and you could scheme for more ups. And he's got an incredible upside and you go along with it. So I just wanted to get that out there before I ask you one more question about him on this front involving Lance here, is that, he has an immense ability and a chance to rest this team. Do you think there is enough on this team, even from your side of the ball, to follow? Should he be that guy leading, Fred Warner?
You said in terms of what does our team look like going into the season? Is that what you mean?
Well, I mean, just like it's his team. Let's just say, like, you show up and in let me get this right, the SAP Performance Facility in Santa Clara. And it's just like, this is it. Because he said to me at the Super Bowl when we were talking that, sure, part of the reason why people talk about him this way is he hasn't gotten much of a chance. He just needs the reps. And it looks like he's getting the reps. And so my question is that if you show up there and the coach says, this is our guy, he's got the juice in the locker room to basically have everyone follow, is what I'm asking.
For sure. No, I mean, he's fit in with the group since day one. I think he's come in like with the right mindset, the humility. He's the front office has continued to bring guys in that love the game, they love football, they're good people. and Trey's continue to work hard, and that's kind of how you build respect amongst your teammates and your peers, is by putting in the work day in and day out, and guys seeing that, and seeing that confidence build within him going into his second year, being out there during OTA workouts and practices and, continuing to do that in training camp like I know he will. So he for sure has the respect amongst his teammates.